My love was in ever again. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Poco no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaru nai.
Oh, good morning, my coffee beans. And we are in luck. We got a caller right off the bat. Let's see what is going on. Why will it not let me drag him in here? It's the Nerdster. Good morning, Mr. John. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I sensed that I needed to be up early. It totally
Did you?
wasn't me staying up all night because I drank two monsters the day before. But something told me in the back of my head
Yeah.
to get up
Yeah.
early, and
Yeah.
I get up to watch your show. The
Yeah.
few times I'm able to watch it, because I got work off, and Quantum TV is in the title, so
So you're wondering to yourself, because you and Quantum have a ongoing love affair. I mean, it's on, it's off,
of
it's on,
course.
it's off, it's on, off, whatever. But anyway, no. So all right, so we'll get right into it. So I won't make you wait too terribly long for this. Let me come in here, and I'm running behind this morning. I just really didn't want to get out of the bed. I'll be quite honest with you. The bed was feeling so damn good this morning. I was like, but
Man, what is this Bizarro day? Like, I'm the one getting out of bed, and
I
you wanted to
guess,
stay in
I
it? Wow.
I guess, man, I don't know. So anyway, just kind of get into this here. Let's see how long have we been going live here. I'm probably safe. YouTube. People drink 62 ounces of coffee within 30 minutes and they say they're having anxiety. Bitch, you tweaking off the bean. That's right. Tweak off the bean. Get in there and get it, baby.
I can't confirm. Half the time I drink coffee, it doesn't feel like I'm being energized. It just feels like the anxiety is just like increasing.
You know what it is? You know what that is? That's because you weak sauce, man. You got.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't mix. You can't mix the energy drinks and coffee. You have to go one way or the other. So, still drinking my coffee from last night. Dadgum, Diana, girl.
That's you do you.
Yeah, you do you. So, I think I'd make me a fresh pot if I still had one I was nursing from the night before. So,
No,
coffee's
yeah.
better.
Have you ever tried to drink coffee from at least 30 minutes after it's been made? It's
Oh yeah,
disgusting.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'll make a pot and I'll drink my so I'll do my show and I'll have my cup of coffee and they'll take about an hour or so. I'll get up, I'll go in there and I'll fix me another cup and I'll be just fine. But after that, pretty much I'm done with it. So pretty much I'm done with it. Anyway, so all right, so let's get into this whole quantum thing. So last night I was scrolling, trying to find some topics and stuff to talk about. And I came across this. This was a tweet from the Act Man. And of course, most of you guys, I would think most of you guys know who Quantum is. Most of you know who Act Man is. So I'm not going to go back through all that. Nerdy John had his own interactions with Quantum TV. I had my interactions with Quantum TV. Those VODs.
Thanks for the 1K Quantum.
Yeah. The VODs are still up. If you are curious to all that, go check out Nerdy John's channel. You can actually go check out, I think we talked about him more so over on Clear as Mud than I ever did here, because at the time I really wasn't doing anything with this channel. But go check that out. Cares Mud or Nerdy Johns or whatever. Another person that interacted with the Quantum back when all this stuff was going on was by a guy by the name of Mischief. Anyway, but so Ackman puts this tweet out and says, according to Quantum TV's ex-wife and his former Discord moderator, which was anonymous, Quantum TV had plans to 86 me and my family around Christmas time last year, that was when all the stuff was really blowing up between him and the Ackman. In any case, I'm on my way to the shooting range. So let's read here what was put out. And this was evidently a conversation that Anonymous has had with Quantum's ex-wife, and he's just kind of relaying this. He says, behind closed doors, Quantum imagines 86ing Ackman and his entire family. In the days after their continuous back and forth last year, this has never been released until now. This is coming from Quantum's ex-wife. Says when he was mad at Ackman, he would say he had nothing to lose. He would go and 86 him and the family, which was a normal reaction from him considering the events and what a big deal it was for him. So I was used to hearing stuff like that, but that's not the scary part. He said that if you plan out the if you planned out the event, he would stake out the family while they were home, learn their daily routines, etc., and wait until a major holiday like Christmas when everybody's guards were let down, and then he would get them all one by one. He even planned who he would 86 first, so he traumatized certain family members before they expired. I think about that sometimes, how sick and fucked up that is. He is an animal. It's never anyone's place to 86 for revenge, only ever in self-defense, but to go as far as to plan it on Christmas and call yourself a Christian, despicable. It's hard and disturbing to play back those moments, but it makes me feel grateful for where I am now. So, anyway, we always kind of suspected that Quantum was a little unhinged, right?
Yeah, but this is also coming from his a very untrustworthy former moderator. So I'm sure trust me, I'm sure he probably was like, honey, this Actman guy, he's ruining my YouTube channel. I'm sure he was doing stuff like that, but I don't know about straight up planning murders.
Okay, so okay, and that's fair. I mean, we do have to consider the source, right? That this was coming from the ex-wife. And
no, this is the ex-moderator relaying what the ex-wife has said.
Correct.
So this is telephone, third-hand information.
Yes, it's telephone, right? But I will say this. There was some information that came out not too long ago via this same channel and stuff, right? Where they were and if I'm not mistaken, they were actually able to verify this as well. And I don't know if you know this or seen this. Quantum never actually ever even played. What was that game that caused all this crap?
Elden Ring. Yeah.
Elden
that
Ring,
got revealed a while ago. Everyone suspected that he didn't play it.
Yeah, but it was through the same channel. His ex-wife relaying it to Anonymous, saying he never even owned the game. He never even played it. Right, and that was through the same channel. So, and here's the thing too, right? Ackman still has kind of an axe to grind with Quantum. So anyway, take it as a grain of salt. Maybe it is true. Maybe it isn't true. Is it believable? After some of the stuff that I've seen coming out, after the whole separation became public and was made very public and everything, some of the behavior and action that I've seen from Quantum, over on his TikTok channel stuff, it's not.
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah,
it is comedy gold. That TikTok.
It's believable. I think that's a safe assumption that it is believable that he would have done something like this, right? And talk that way. It may have all been hyperbole. It may have all been just him venting. you know,
But
but
my favorite ones are like when he's shirtless sitting in bed and he's just like,
yeah.
the hardest part is when you realize that the ones you loved wanted to hurt you all along.
So anyway, yeah, what made us is a whole new, yeah, made us in a whole new way. I don't know. I mean, I know Quantum is still. I haven't looked at his channel, and boy, I haven't looked at his channel in a long time.
In terms of like the channel itself, he's still semi-active on there, and obviously like the TikTok account's mainly just used to vent about his relationship woes.
Wow. So Ackman just put out a video on him 2 days ago. I didn't even know that. An hour long video.
Yeah, but remember, guys, Axeman's not a drama guy.
Uh, okay. Um, I want to go find channels here. I want to take a look at Quantum's channel here.
Today we're going to kick things.
No, we're not going to kick nothing off. Shut up. Let's see what he's doing in his videos. What? Quantum responds to arrest and search results. What? What is
Wait,
this?
did he?
This
Oh
was
my God.
this was 2 days ago. What the?
Oh my God, he responds to the abuse allegations.
No, I don't. Is this something new?
Let's watch and find out.
Well, let's do. Let's try to do this in fair use, even though we know how Quantum plays things, right? So,
well, as long as we don't illegally download the video, you know.
Exactly. Let's see here.
Type in Quantum TV, you're going to see a bunch of people talking shit. That's really what you're going to see. Now, if you want to...
Guilty. I
you know, I think I had a really bad effect on him. Look at it. Like, remember how I used to have the blue LED light on me during like the old like clear as mud streams?
Well, he still got his crucifix, so we know he's still a Christian. So at least he still got his faith to get him through all this. So let's see what he has to say.
I know why. I'll tell you why. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So smack a like on this video for just getting to the point. Simply put, I made a video game review. I didn't like their take. They didn't like my take. We got into arguments online. They decided to go the route of making it personal and cancel culture. It's really as simple as it gets. They just didn't like me as a person,
leaving out
how
the
I handle
copyright abuse part.
Yeah, the whole the false DMCAing, and here's the thing: they never struck. I mean, no one ever came in and struck any of his videos. All they ever did was take his statements and respond to him under the guise of fair use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Commentary, right? Criticism, critique. He didn't like that because they were using, quote, illegal YouTube downloading mechanisms. Let's see what else.
Situations, right? They wanted to take my content. I filed copyright claims. They wanted to call me an abuser. I checked them on it. We went back and forth. They basically took it too far. And in the most extreme cases, they got warnings and strikes on their channel, which affects their revenue, which of course now it's personal. In the most extreme cases, one creator even lost an entire month of revenue, which is like, oof. Imagine being a viral creator where you're like super cocky and think you're hot shit. You mouth off to the wrong people who, spoiler, they're the people who run the platform. They're actually called Google, and their platform is called YouTube, and you just don't do certain things, right? And he did those.
Okay, so he's talking about the Act Man. I'm sure that is this in response to this video Act Man did on him, I guess, maybe? I didn't even know Act Man did another video. I'll be honest with you.
I guess because it correlates, you know. It's the perfect response to a 1 hour video on you. It's just like 30-minute in bed, barely awake.
I was gonna say he looks like he's like really just half out. I'm gonna speed it up because what is this 720? Let's go full.
Well, you know, he's high on the Lord, don't you know?
He's in something, man. Let's see. Let's speed this up a little bit. I'm already getting tired of this.
Those things, and he got himself in trouble and lost a whole month of revenue. Well, that's an L he holds to his heart, and so what did he do? He ran to all of his little friends, because he's a viral creator, had them write a bunch of little hateful articles on me, had them fucking make a bunch of little videos on me, and don't you know, I'm still here, and it baffles him and his entire community. I'm still making videos, I'm still living my life as comfortably as I've been living my life, chilling, doing my thing, minding my business, and every so often they come and they do little jabs. One of the jabs that they do is digging into my personal life, because, they're a bunch of little racist doxers, and by racist
doxers.
Oh yeah, I remember the whole racist allegations.
Well, and he's homophobic, and
Whoa,
but
whoa, whoa, whoa,
remember,
whoa, Peepaw. He can't be
I
homophobic.
forgot, he's a vegan. He can't be homophobic. Damn, I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. He's
Know
not.
your place, Peepaw.
He is not homophobic. He's a vegan, and vegans cannot by default be homophobic. I forgot that logic. Sorry.
I mean racist. Every time I showcase how racist they are by showing the hate comments that I get, immediately shortly after, the people behind it come out and make some sort of reaction video or talk about me in some sort of way. Special timing, don't you think? Well, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I really don't care, and I'm not here to change anyone's opinion, but I'm just giving you the backstory as to why they're doing what they're doing. Again, they say a bunch of shit, fabricate a bunch of shit to try to make me look like a bad guy. They brought that shit to YouTube, and YouTube clapped those cheeks. So that whole thing is old. It's an old scenario, and it's been like, what, a year and a half, 2 years? Like, it's really old at this point. Nobody cares. They want attention, so they just keep bringing it up because that one creator in specific terms, very sour about that month of revenue lost. Oof, right? But now it kind of ventures into the personal life because we can't get him through the YouTube route and doing it the right way and trying to like actually see if he did anything, then we're going to dig in his personal life and try to tarnish his reputation. Yeah, that'll do it. I was arrested. Those charges were dropped. So now what are we talking about? Because not a single creator in the same breath they say, Quantum, a narcissist arrested, will say that those charges were dropped. Those charges were, that says a lot. No conviction was filed. No conviction ever happened. There's no history of assault. There's no history of battery. There's no criminal record of any kind. I've never been arrested until that singular point in my life. Usually people who are abusive, they do shit before, right?
Not necessarily. But
Oh,
usually,
remember, he
but
couldn't have been abusive
Yeah.
because he took his wife to go see the new Mario Brothers movie.
Well, no, I mean, just to kind of counter his argument there, people don't usually, if once a person in their mind rationalizes, hitting or striking, their partner, once you do it, it's like, well, I did it once, so I'll do it again, type thing, right? But not everybody just starts off right off the bat just smacking their partners around. At least I hope they don't. I mean, that's kind of weird. But so, and the thing about it is there's not a history of it because she left you, dude. She packed her shit and said adios.
Yeah, his whole TikTok is literally dedicated
Yes.
to crying about her.
Yes, how she basically threw his stuff out, and destroyed all of his play pretties and what have you. It's bad. I saw a few of them. I watched a few of them. It's pretty bad. But I will say this: I don't know why. I don't know if that's all it was. I'm not going to watch any more of it, but if that's all it was, as far as if Ackman was just going back through those old charges and stuff that yes were dropped. And here's the thing too, to be completely totally transparent, a lot of states, and I think Florida is one of these states, when law enforcement shows up, right, to a domestic call, if there's any signs of violence, right, like if one party or the other has any types of marks on them where they have been struck, or there's any type of hit, shows any type of physical altercation, the other party is automatically arrested and charged with like a domestic assault, battery, things of that nature. It's an automatic thing. They changed laws because in the past, law enforcement wouldn't necessarily do something when they came out on a domestic, and people would wind up losing their lives because of just a history of it and stuff. So like I said, they changed the laws to protect battered both men and women. And so anyway, it's that very well could have been the thing, because from the police report stuff, it said that she had some we call it scratches and stuff on her hands, and they were saying that they were fighting over a cell phone. Well, if they're fighting over a cell phone, I could see where, if how nails or whatever could possibly scrape skin or whatever, that type of stuff. So I don't, if they're just rehashing this, what has that been like? That's around the first of the year, I think, when that story broke out or whatever that had happened.
Yeah, just about.
So if I'll just say this: and I haven't watched Act Man's video, but if that's all he's doing is going over that's like really, really old. And I don't know what would be the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Of
Yeah, I mean, he probably froze in the TikToks in there too for more content, but like even
yeah,
then, I guess I would have to watch a little bit myself, but I don't really
yeah, yeah.
see a lot of like 1 hour content from Quantum the past year. You
No,
know?
no. Yeah, but if we go back here and we look here, um, let's see here. Okay, so what do we got here? If we just kind of just look at here at Quantum's channel here, looks like he's still reviewing. He's still reviewing the different TVs and things like that, right? Um, but if you look at his views are like way down 2K views, 3K views, 5K views. I would be happy with those type of views, but what we have to remember is he's like an 83,000 sub channel, right? Um,
Hmm.
so in relation to what I mean, even uh, I mean, good lord, he's really wow. But if we go back here, let's see, before all the stuff where he got, so we probably go back about 5, 6 months. Yeah, so see 10K views, 11K, 19. He was getting a little bit, well, no, 5, 8, 6, 4, 25, 10.
Well, he was never really getting like massive views comparatively on his channel. Like I think he probably scrubbed them by now, but we have to check most popular. But like, do you remember we looked on his channel? Like the most popular videos were just clips of like movies and TV shows.
Well, but guess what? They put back in the whole. We can actually come in here and go popular.
Yep, he
So
scrubbed them.
yeah, no, well, no, he's still okay, but that's still doing a TV review. Yeah, 2 years ago was okay. What is this here? It looks like that's just a clip of me. I don't even see that doing. Looking. Yeah, maybe
Look at
he.
his shorts. Maybe he got some traction from his shorts.
It doesn't look like it. 3K, 5K, 18K, 12K. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the guy seemed to pretty much just be going back to doing his little TV reviews and stuff, which, okay, whatever. Just let him do his thing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. If it makes him happy, makes him happy, I guess, right?
All right, let's see. All right, Spectre, what's on your mind this morning?
Good morning. How's everybody?
I'm fine.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Um, Honestly, at this point, with all the stuff that comes up with him every so often, it's like, why continue to give him attention? It's clearly what he wants, you know. And the thing is with anonymous too, it's clear. I get his intentions, right? I know why, because he was an moderator. It was a close friend of his, and now with all the stuff that came out regarding those two, it's clear that he's trying to do it because I don't know, probably to get revenge or something. I don't know. It's I get the intentions, but the more attention that they give him, the more that it's gonna. Like at some point, I feel like maybe one day his head might actually fit his ego, you know. So, um, I just think over time that the less attention we give him, the more he'll kind of just fade into obscurity. I mean, his TikToks are some of the weirdest shit I've ever come across.
Oh yeah, without any doubt. They're just it's just
No, you can
it's
tell he was like a fresh and fit fan. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
he it's really kind of weird, right? Because
Hmm.
initially Quantum was doing that out in his it's not what is it? what is that thing they give you where you can like just send messages to your subscribers over there.
Community post.
Community post. He was kind of doing what he was doing in TikTok over in community, and then he showed up over on TikTok, and it started off where he was just very forlorn, just very like almost seemed like he was really depressed because of the marriage had ended and stuff, and then it started getting kind of, I guess, jaded, bitter, and really kind of, I don't know, and then he tries to, and then he'll put stuff over there where like he's out at these clubs and stuff having his best life and stuff, and I'm like, dude,
Clearly.
I'm like, anyway,
It was like, I was like, isn't he homeless? Didn't he say that he was homeless at one point?
well,
Or something?
I'm sure he probably was. I mean, when him and his wife split, I'm sure she kicked him out. He
Mhm.
had to leave the home, and so he's probably, he was, until he found him an apartment. I think he's probably got an apartment now, and he's,
Most
whatever.
likely.
So, yeah.
Most likely.
So anyway, I don't know if he's like, I don't know. I don't know enough about the guy. And like I say, other than the only reason why I really ever got involved was because, he came after Nerdy, and of course Nerdy is a friend, and I tried to I actually reached out to him and tried to have a conversation with him, and was trying to mediate peace.
Right.
But he was not having any of it. He was not interested in it whatsoever.
Yeah, no, people like him usually never are.
Yeah, he had it in his head. This was the way that it was. This is the way people were behaving. And basically if you weren't on board with him on that, then, that was it. So
It's classic. If you're with me, you're against me attitude.
yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, it's no fun.
I'm sure going through a divorce is a rough process, and I'm sure he was hurting and venting. But again, I don't care whatever it is that you're going through in life. The worst possible thing you can do is put that stuff online, because if when you get to a certain, I'm learning this, when you get to a certain size, you will have detractors, and if you put any of that crap out there, they will use that forever to beat you about the ears.
Yeah.
So it's best to just not, it's best just not. I mean, even if you're trying to be as transparent as you possibly can with your audience, unfortunately, you just can't do that online. The internet will not allow you to be transparent. So
it's even worse because during around the divorce was going on, he started treating his community posts like it was a therapist or like a diary, and I'm just sitting there. I want to see that happen in real time, and I'm sitting there like, that's the one thing you don't want to do.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of people that are going to take advantage of that and make it worse for you.
Correct. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Spectre. You have a great day, bud.
Absolutely. Take care, dude.
All right. Later. So anyway, so enough about quantum TV and that nonsense. Let's talk about some funny stuff. You like funny stuff, Nerdy?
I have been on occasion one for a chuckle.
So last night, Clear as Mud got together. We do recordings on Tuesday nights, and we've got some recorded stuff recorded episodes of stuff that we're going to be putting out. And when they come out, they're going to be members only. And then we will, like a day or two later, whatever, release them to the wild, as it were. So if you are members only over on Clear as Mud, you're going to get access to some super special content that we're doing behind the scenes stuff. But anyway, we were, and one of the things that we do over there is is we go back and we look at, like really old content creators, really old, quote, commentary type drama type things, And a lot of times these creators are not even around anymore. So anyway,
Excuse me.
okay. So anyway, last night we were talking and going over and doing some things, and this guy come up. And so this was really interesting because Jessica, the Pizza Pop, Gigi, and D-Max. D-Max had a little bit of a remembrance of this guy, but he wasn't this like, you know, because this was around the time that D-Max kind of pulled away from doing commentary. Bunty King. Do you remember Bunty King? Was you around back then? Okay.
Well, like I don't. Let me be clear. I don't remember him actively, but I know the drama that he's associated with due to Nick's older videos and a video Tom made on his second channel.
Okay, so Bunty King was a creator back around 20. I think he started his channel was created like I think 2016. But he started really rising to some popularity around 2017, 2018. His channel's still up. Has like I think 50 something thousand subs, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was part of the what was that old community called? Like basically they were like the political guys on YouTube.
No, not at all. No, he was not.
Yeah, he was. He was part of that.
No, he was running with Leon Lush. He was running with I Am Alex. He was running with what was that guy's name? He ran with Ricky Berwick. He was making content collabing with these guys, man. He wasn't political.
No, it wasn't, because like if I could be remembering this wrong, but from what I remember, he was a political guy, and then he went to gaming streams.
No. What happened was, he was making commentary videos just like Leon, and I Am Alex, and I can't remember. And then he would do like comedy skits and stuff like that with Ricky Berwick, right? What you're probably thinking about is he got into a dust up with Tariq Nasheed. Now that may be where you're getting this political stuff, but he was not a political streamer. What happened was he got into dust up, and then he had a little blow up and whatever. And then he started towards the end of his career. He switched into like doing SJW stuff. But no, when he first initially started out, he was just a commentary dude. He was just making videos on people, was just kind of snarky and stuff like that. So anyway, Jessica was so excited last night because she'd seen Bunty here and there, whatever, but she didn't know who he was, really didn't know his history, whatever. So she was really excited last night. We started kind of talking about that. I can't wait for this video to come out because the video we recorded is a banger. So while we're whatever, and I was like, I said, he used to say that he had this thing, people, what is Bunty? What he goes, well, Bunty for him was another way for vagina, right? He called himself the Pussy King, Bunty King, right? Pussy King. And so Jessica, her beautiful mind and the way that it works, she goes out and looks it up. And the Urban Dictionary says Bunty says a sexualized term to describe a man's posterior and inner anal glands, specifically used to describe as a orifice for anal sex. My Bunty is wet with excitement for tonight's date is the example that they give, right? And that's a really great clip. And I'm sure somebody's going to clip that out. Someone probably like Maggot. Thank you, Maggot, for that. But anyway, Doc comes in with this really old video because he actually gets into it with Turkey Tom back in the day, right? And this was an old Twitter video that he put out, I guess, that Doc had. And so here we go.
Gobble, gobble, Turkey Tom. Hey, I checked out your timeline. It seems like you feel like quitting when people with low quality content or low effort content get more views than you. So how about you do yourself and everybody else a favor and just fucking quit YouTube already. How about that, huh? Because I can guarantee you that that won't be the first time you see low effort content get more views than you. It happens all the fucking time. So worrying about other people's content and how much effort they put into it is absolutely stupid. The best thing that you can do is put more effort into yours and then grow your fucking brand or whatever the fuck you're trying to do. All right, buddy? Take it easy.
That was I remember that. That was a classic Twitter
Gobble
video.
gobble.
Yeah. So anyway, and so in some more of our research with stuff, we came across this old YouTube video, and it's from our guy, Shockmouth Mitch. So let's take a look at this.
Wait a minute. I just slit my tongue. My tongue exploded.
Thanks for joining me for a new video. You look like your mother used to win belly flop competitions when she was pregnant with you.
Hello, my sweet goats, and welcome to another Let's Talk. Guys, I'm not an Indian.
What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? Let's get right into the news.
Hey guys, this is the part where we blow up. That's all, folks.
So, do you know who all those people were in that little skit there, Nerdy John?
I believe one was a white dude. The other one appeared to be a brown person. And the other one was a cripple.
Okay. So of course everybody knows who this is, right? That's Ricky, right? And this was Leon Lush. This of course was Bunty King, right? And then of course you have Keemstar. And here's the thing about it was, Ricky Berwick. The way that it was explained to me by Shockmouth was, I guess Ricky reached out to Shockmouth to have him do this, and he got all those guys to say those lines, and then Mitch just did the animation and stuff, right? And I felt that was kind of this, and this was from 5 years ago, right? So this was back when Bunty and Ricky were still buddies, but they had a big falling out. And
oh no, yeah, Bo Black's Twitter video is pretty in depth on it.
It's like a 4-part video that he did on his Twitterverses, right? But anyway, like I said, we got a video that's coming out on that. I don't know, maybe here in a week or two it'll be out. I can't wait. We had so much fun last night recording that one. We may actually put it out. We have 3 that we've recorded and are being edited and stuff. So we may bump that one up in line to get it out beforehand. So, but anyway, did you watch this? Dave's got this new series. Our old friend DeadOnDave has got this new series he's doing. Can Dave? Have you seen this?
I have not.
Okay, so what this is it has previously been where he records a video and then Captain Poofers has edited them for him, and then he uploads them to his channel. One of the ones that he did was an apple pie. Well, he caught a little flack from like me, Lord Asmo, and a few other people, because when you make an apple pie, besides the apples, right, which is the star ingredient, right? Apples is a star ingredient. There is a seasoning that you put in an apple pie, right? It's like it's hand in hand with apple pie. Do you know offhand what that seasoning is, Nerdy?
Brown sugar, cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon, exactly, cinnamon. And Dave didn't put that in his first pie. He argues with us, and he says that he did. However, when you put cinnamon in an apple pie, it turns the apples. The apples get like a brown from the cinnamon. It colors the apples and gives them kind of a brown look, and of course, then the filling that comes off of the apples and stuff will become brown as well. So he didn't. He argues with us and says that he did, but he didn't. So last night he did a live stream, a live can Dave, and he set up his camera and stuff to record it. And him and his girlfriend Blossom each made an apple pie. And a lot in the chat was really leaning more towards Blossom's apple pie being better than Dave's apple pie in the final results. Well, all they did was stream the actual making of it, and Dave did put cinnamon in it this time, and a little bit of nutmeg, so he put the seasonings in there like he should have. But after the pies were finished baking and whatever, he did a little Twitter video, and he put this out on his Twitter video. And this here was what was the results, what was all said. Now that right there, the still image, that's not a bad looking apple pie, right? He's got the lattice work and all that, right? It's not a bad looking pie until he moves the pie. And watch what happens.
Looks soupy underneath.
I did not pie. That's not okay.
See, look how liquidy it is.
Cornstarch.
Yeah.
See, and he's talking about putting cornstarch and flour and stuff in his pie. I've made a few apple pies in my day. I've never, ever, ever put cornstarch or flour in my pie. I think some of it I don't know what apples, because I got in on this stream a little bit late because I was having supper. I don't know what kind of apples he used to make this apple pie. I always use Granny Smith because it's a baking apple. Well, first of all, Maggot edits. No, his first mistake was not making apple pie. Apple pies are good. They're not my favorite pie, but they're not bad. But anyway, I don't know if it's the apples he's using is producing too much juice, which is causing the problem. I don't know if he's using like a eating apple, which tends to be a little bit juicier than, like, say, a Granny Smith, which is a more tart apple. And so it doesn't produce as much as juice. And so I don't know. But anyway, this was the final results of his pie baking.
Last time I used flour too, and I'm really disappointed. I missed the flour. I had it in my recipe, and I just missed it. I slowed down, but not enough. Blossoms, however.
Look at Blossoms.
Cut it into it. Get it going.
I mean, her pie looks beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, she even brushed the top of hers with the egg wash to make it more crispy. Look, see how thick the filling is?
Blossom.
That's kind of a, let's see if I can kind of, that's.
Well, Peepaw, this is what happens when you expect a man to do a woman's job. I mean, of course, her results are going to be
Whoa.
better.
What do you mean a woman's job? You nerdy? That's the kind of comment right there that will get you in trouble, my man. So, no.
Listen.
Listen, men can be women. It's not a, I mean, we'll not have, listen, you got people after you in the chat, brother.
Good.
But anyway, let's
give me the attention.
Yeah. But you see, Blossom's pie is perfect. It's a perfect representation of an apple pie. That's like a hot, wet, soupy mess. I don't know what that is, Dave.
That's probably like a cider more so.
I don't know what it, but Blossom and I, when they were making this stuff, I told Dave in his chat, I said, my money is on Blossom. I said, something tells me Blossom is going to know how to make this pie, and I was right. And anyway, but hey, here's the thing. I don't want to just completely, totally just, crap all over day. he's, when you first start doing, I don't think Dave has done just a tremendous amount of like baking and things like that. And baking is not like cooking. With baking, you have to be precise with your measurements, especially like when you get into making cakes and pies and that stuff, cookies. You have to be really precise with your measurements, because if you don't get things just right, you have, you have messes. And I think, but he's, and you can't expect like the first time you do it for it to be like perfect. I mean, it takes time. You have to really, invest some time in it. I'm just glad he's doing it. I'm glad he's having fun with it. I'm glad to see that he and Blossom are actually in there together, doing it together as a couple. I think that's awesome too. I keep up the good work, man. And you know what? Here's the thing too. I'll give Dave. It's original type content. It's not this hack stuff that I do every morning. How about that? So
yeah. Are they gonna? So is this like the first guest episode you can call it, or is this like just another episode? Because I would like to see more of her and him facing off. Who can make the better dish?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. They were really fun. I mean, they cut up back and forth. The banter was really good. I'll say the stream was last night over on his channel. Let me just pull it up.
I was just about to ask if it was on her channel or his.
No, it was on his. Yeah,
Iron Duck says legit Dave should have called it cider pie and rolled with it. Yeah, like dude, imagine like making like an alcoholic cider pie, dude.
Yeah. So no, it's here on here. And it says that Can Dave Apple Pie Part 2 live versus Blossom. There's it was like I say, and it's like an hour and 14 minutes long. It's a good little watch. It's live, but they make apple pies, and yeah, I would like to see them doing things like this. Maybe each one of them make a batch of whatever that they're doing. That they're both making maybe they make cookies, or maybe they both make a pizza, or maybe whatever. I mean, I think the reason why he redid the apple pie and stuff was, are you familiar with a guy by the name of Lord Asmo?
That name sounds familiar.
Oh, where was it?
Oh wait, is that the guy who was doing like the cooking while doing commentary that you reviewed a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can. I know I'm subbed to his channel. Let me find it. I can't remember the name of it. Here it is. Commentary Cuisine. Yeah. So, let me bring it up here on the screen for you guys so you can see it. It's Commentary Cuisine. It's his name is Lord Asmo. But he reacted to DeadOnDave's first apple pie. He watched it, did a proper review of it, because he's actually a chef. But I will say this: the problem is he drops utensils all the time, and he leaves them in places where there's been some electrical issues and stuff. I'm like, dude, just pick up your silverware, man. It's not a big deal. So
listen, you do not tell a chef how their masterpieces are done, okay, people?
Really? I do. I don't have a problem. Just like that grilled cheese Gordon Ramsay tried to make was absolute hot garbage, which is what started the whole grilled cheese wars of 2023.
You see, people, that's why you've killed commentaries, because of the grilled cheese wars.
The grilled cheese wars, how I killed commentary. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. So anyway, moving along here. So there's this guy named Lord Miles. He's a YouTuber, right? And he does like these travel vlogs, whatever. And he has a reputation for going into, quote, the most dangerous places. Well, he got captured by the Taliban back in April, right? And I guess he's now been released. Anyway, he doesn't look really no worse for wear. He looks in fairly good, fairly good health or whatever.
I like how the sensor bar just says Taliban. In case you didn't know.
In case you didn't know, this guy was a Taliban. Yeah, right. Um, I don't know. I have to say, the Lord or whatever deity it is that you worship to or whatever. I like to think that they put a brain in there to give you, but some people, I think they just missed the boat. They didn't get those, they didn't get that what they needed to not be just stupid. I guess I'm happy for his family and friends that he was released or whatever, but dude, why would you put yourself in that kind of a situation to begin with? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Personally, I am for idiots filming themselves going to dangerous places. I think his next location needs to be Jerusalem at
You
the
think
moment.
so? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Hey, that is definitely a hot, space right now. Do you ever watch road rage videos and stuff?
Oh yeah, they're great, especially if you get like the like traffic cam ones because like you get like the whole view of everything.
Yeah. Well, so this was a thing from Purple that she put out there on the docket for this morning. It's a road rage video. I want to warn some of you guys. This kind of gets a little bit graphic. I'm hoping YouTube doesn't come down too hard on me. But I feel like it's worth the risk. So we're going at it, and we're stripping off down to our brassieres.
Also, there's no sound.
No, there's no sound. There's no sound. Here's the sound. There's no sound in this video. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I guess this is like a prank group or something. And, people, they just go around and they stage these fights or whatever. And then it comes out that, it's all just a joke or whatever. And they pull their shirts off to fight and they're all wearing, women's undergarments.
That is a joke. The joke is that you think we are gay.
Well, the people
we are
seem
totally not gay.
The people who are watching seem to be enjoying it and think it's fun. So, who am I? Who am I to judge? If it's, this guy here really thought it was funny. So, anyway, I think that's probably better than seeing someone get beat to a pulp, right?
I don't know about that, people. I don't know about that.
So, did you celebrate this news? Did you pop the cork on the old bubbly last night?
Oh, about this news? Yeah. And then my partner was like, John, maybe you should stop. You've had too much alcohol. And I said to them, I said, who gonna stop me?
Who's gonna stop me? Exactly. Who's gonna stop me? But I guess iShowSpeed has now been unbanned off of Twitch. I'm gonna go on a limb here. If he starts streaming over on Twitch or maybe simultaneous streaming or whatever,
he's gonna get banned again.
Yeah, I don't think his antics will fly. I'm honestly very surprised that he hasn't been yeeted by YouTube for some of this crap that he's done.
And then plus two, I guarantee, obviously, maybe he'll get a decent chunk of viewership back from Twitch, but obviously all of his platform is either on Kick or on YouTube. And I guarantee you the majority of his money is made from YouTube. So he's not going to give it up where he's going to have to go on Twitch and be more censored.
Yeah, unless Twitch offers him some sort of a really big, contract or something.
The way YouTube treats iShowSpeed is the same way they treat Pokimane, dude. You can't let that go. You are the golden child.
Yeah.
He is the biggest independent streamer on YouTube.
Is he bigger than Dr. Disrespect?
Yes.
Let's go out there and check it. Just take a look here. Let's just do it real quick. Because I honestly don't know.
Okay, you look up Dr. Disrespect, and I'll look up I Show Speed, and then
Okay,
tell you the
so
stats.
he's got 4.5 million subscribers.
And
I don't
then
know.
I Show Speed has 20 million.
Holy
And if
subs?
we look, and if we look at the stream VODs, consistently they all get 1 million views.
Videos. Oh wow, Doc. Most of his stuff. Okay, let me go live. I gotta go look at his live ones. Yeah. Okay, Doc is pulling like typically around 1/3 of a million to almost 500,000 views per VOD. Yeah. Wow, I thought Doc was doing better than this.
No, yeah. If you remember, the whole reason why I Show Speed blew up the way he did was because people would like the people watching his streams would clip his reactions, and like they would just blow up on TikTok and make memes out of it and everything.
Yeah.
And he really benefited from the whole TikTok boom.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's still okay. Still though, getting 300,000 or 400,000, 500,000 views is not chicken feed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah.
So,
But like he is the golden child of YouTube streaming. And like
I
to
would
his
agree with that
credit,
probably.
and to his credit too, he used to be associated a lot with Aiden Ross. He's been calling out a lot of Aiden's behavior, Sneeko's behavior as well. He's mainly been associated with like KSI's crew nowadays. So like, yeah, he's unhinged, but he's more like marketable unhinged, if that makes any sense. Like he's not talking about he's not talking about secret cabals of certain religious people that are controlling the world,
Yeah, exactly, right. He's just wild and zany, doing crazy stuff like showing his meat and stuff, accidentally, evidently. But yeah. And his dad, I've been knowing he's been doing some stuff with his dad.
No, yeah, his dad was the one really pushing him to do YouTube because his mom was not having it.
Yeah. All I can say is the young man's probably made enough money to where if he was wise about his investments and wise about things, he probably has already made enough money. He will never ever have to work another day in his life if he doesn't want to. So I think that's probably a safe bet. So as far as him getting unbanned off of Twitch, I guess good. Whatever. I mean, I don't watch the man's content. I don't consume it. I've talked about him a few times because he's done some really stupid things like setting off fireworks in his house, that type of thing. So anyway, okay, yeah, this one here is pretty good. And so
I saw this.
Yeah, I got one last little thing for us to watch today, and then I gotta wrap it up and get to work. So this streamer had fixed herself a nice little dinner here. She's got a nice little bottle of wine, and so she's going to open the wine and have the wine with her meal.
And thank you so much for making such a memorable birthday and celebration in October.
Okay.
I feel like this thing is. Oh my gosh!
She did the anime meme, guys.
Do you think she knew that she was less like sparkling wine and not regular just wine? Do you think she actually was this all staged in a sense?
Who knows? Because this could have caused the damage, and it looks like she's renting an apartment. So,
The one thing that was right off the bat that kind of told me that this was not going to turn out well is the cork. If you look at the cork, you see how the cork is actually on the outside of the okay. That usually indicates that it's like a sparkling wine, like a not necessarily a champagne, but a champagne style where, I mean, it's under pressure. And so, yeah, you just take that cork and you kind of wiggle a little bit, and it'll pop right out, right? And her trying to screw in the corkscrew and all that to try to get this out, I was like, okay, no, this was just a matter of time. This was going to, right? Yeah, it's a bubbly. Exactly, Diana. It's a bubbly. And, but anyway, that thing pops off. It's so funny because he's sitting there trying to get it. And of course it's not going to, and then boom. And think about this, how much pressure that thing had to have built up that it launches, because a lot those like corkscrews, that's a metal corkscrew. I don't, it doesn't look like it's plastic. So it's got some weight to it, right? And then it comes flying, but it reaches terminal velocity and just destroys her wine glass. So she's not going to be able to finish eating her food because she's got glass all in it now. So
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised. Like her mouth's wide open. I'm surprised a shard of glass didn't just launch itself into her mouth.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't believe that was like intentional. I think they kind of caught her by surprise. So anyway, well, that's about all I've got this morning. Like I say, nothing really too crazy going on. Let's go out there and just take a look and see who's what. Like I said, I already talked about the Dave Pie thing. Go check that out. K Hook had Squatch It on last night on her stream. That's a pretty good stream. Did call it in for a little bit. I was rudely treated by Maggot and was kicked from the call, which I thought was a little bit uncalled for, but whatever. That is how it is over there.
You were interrupting girl time. That's what happened.
I guess so. Yeah. Shame on me. I'll just have to learn my lesson. So, let's see who else has got some. Don't you got something coming up with K Hook?
No.
I thought you had like a member stream or something.
No.
Okay. What do you mean? Why am I'm not lying. You guys, she kicked me. Check the logs. K Hook, do you even know where the logs are, ma'am? I don't think so. I don't think so.
She probably doesn't.
Yeah, whatever. You didn't kick me. Of course you didn't. Yeah, right. So real quick, if you guys have not watched this, this is the thumbnail for it. The dark side of the dark sad life of Boogie 2988. Boogie, there's a documentary that Boogie has been working with a guy named Mike Cullum, or Clum rather, not Cullum, Clum. And he's been working with him for over 9 months to do this documentary. And so this is a trailer release for this documentary, and simultaneously Boogie watches and reacts to it, and the documentarian.
So he's reacting to a documentary that he's having made about himself.
Okay, so that's where a lot of people thought that's what had happened. Now, according to what Boogie says has said, and I watched him stream a little bit last night on Twitch. He was answering questions and going over it stuff. According to what Boogie said, this guy Mike Clum reached out to him, and Boogie says he didn't even know who Mike Clum was. So after doing some research or whatever, he agreed to do this documentary with Mike. He says that he gave Mike permission, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if he gave him like access to his channel to go and see all the videos, even maybe ones that he has unlisted now or whatever. But he goes clear back to the very beginning in the roots of Boogie and where he starts. according to Boogie, he said, you know, he goes, I didn't hire this man to do this. He goes, I couldn't afford what this guy charges for his time for doing video editing and stuff. This is according to what Boogie said, this was kind of a passion thing, project, whatever, that Mike wanted to do. Now, is that accurate, or I don't know. I don't know. That's for you guys to decide on your own. All I will say is this trailer impacted me very strongly, I guess would be the way to put it. It's very good. It's 5 minutes and 30 seconds long. The trailer itself is a little under 5 minutes, because Boogie does a little talking before, he does a little talking after. If you haven't seen it, I will strongly encourage you to go and watch this. I've been a fan of Boogie's for a very, very long time. I don't always agree with what Boogie does. I don't agree with some of his stances or his takes or what the decisions that he's done, but it's his life, and I guess kind of my thoughts on this is this actually gives me a little bit of glimmer of hope, maybe that that Boogie may actually be becoming self-aware. June the King recently released a video on Boogie. Boogie responded, did a little 3-minute video where he's come. I guess he's kind of, I don't know. I'm not going to say made peace, but he has come to the realization that he is a law cow, and so maybe with him coming to that acceptance or whatever, maybe now he can address the reasons and issues of why he has been, I guess, what he's done to put himself in that position, and maybe he can stop doing it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and I hope. But I put the link to the video. It's on Boogie's channel. Like I said, it's like 5 minutes. It's, well, in my opinion, it's worth the watch. It really is. I encourage you to go watch it. It's and I'll say this: the actual documentary is supposed to be released on October 31st. From my understanding, it is going to be on YouTube. It's not going to be behind a paywall, so you're not going to have to pay to watch it or whatever, right? So, anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Is there anything nerdy that you want to hype up or market or whatever?
No.
Okay. All right, guys. So, I gave you a few things. Go check out, like I said, go check out DeadOnDave's live stream with his girlfriend Blossom last night, and they're making a pie. It was really, it was entertaining and sweet, and they do make a cute little couple. And it's really fun. Go check that out. Check out K Huck's stream last night with Squatching. It was very good. Even though I was treated kind of rude, that's okay. I've come to expect it.
Elder abuse, it's rampant throughout the world,
Exactly. But 100%, please also go check out this Boogie. People are cute and sweet when he's not lying. What do you mean when I'm not lying? If you guys didn't disconnect me, then how did I get kicked from the call last night? I mean, it just did happen to kind of coincide with me wanting to go to bed, but that's beside the point, right?
That's what the liberal media wants you to think.
Yeah. Blossom or Toxic Dome, Peepaw, Blossom or Dave's Pie. Toxic. I already said I was Team Blossom when they were making them because I was like I just knew Blossom's pie was going to come out better, and it did. 100% it did. So anyway, so on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get to work. Listen, guys, go watch whatever creators and stuff you like. Watch them. Leave them leave a thumbs up on their videos. Leave some comments down below encouraging them. Let them know that you're watching their stuff and enjoying it. It does matter. It helps them algorithmically, but it also, at least, like me, I go and I read all the, oh, she hit 300 subs last night. Awesome. She's well on her way. Good job, K-Huck. Keep, just keep chunking along at that. I read all the comments and everything, that people leave on mine and interact with them. I appreciate it. Right. I know I got a fairly large group of people that come in and watch the VODs afterwards because, they can't watch it when I live stream of a morning. And those guys are just as important to me as the crew that are here every morning, day in and day out. I appreciate all of you. Anyway, look forward. I've got a little bit of a teaser. There's going to be I've got some really good, exciting news. I'm probably not going to really be able, it's in the early stages of working this out and getting everything kind of hammered out and whatever. But look for a really big announcement, probably sometime in November, mid-November, 1st to mid-November. Because I'm in the early planning stages right now, but I'm really excited about it. It looks like it's going to work out and everything, and I really can't wait to make this announcement because I'm really excited about it. But.
And if you want to keep up with those announcements, make sure you follow Peepaw on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, and make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Well, thank you, Nerdy. I appreciate it. Yeah, always. Yeah, likes, subscribes, all that is appreciative. But anyway, listen, I got to get out here and get to work, guys. Thank you so much, Nerdy. Thanks for calling in this morning. Spectral, thanks for calling in. I hope you guys all have a great day. And remember, guys, to always keep your powder dry. And I'll see you in the funny papers.